This is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And I came in today to do the Coon Chronicles. And when you watch the rest of my video, you will understand why I am calling this the Coon Chronicles. Now, the first person that I want to talk about is this guy that is always at these Trump rallies. You know, this is the guy that is holding up that Blacks for Trump sign with that big ass smile on his face. And then he's wearing a t-shirt saying that Trump and Republicans are not racist. Y'all, when I see him at those videos, a lot of times I'm wondering, is he paid to be there? Because y'all, if you ever notice, he's like the only black person, and I'm surprised he hasn't gotten his ass whooped by some of these crazy ass Trump fans. But he's there. You see him behind the president, and I started wondering who he was, why he was there, was he paid? And so I started looking into, who this man was. Y'all, now what I found out is this guy once belonged to a black supremacist religious cult, and that he runs a handful of amateur conspiracy websites. In the past, he has called Barack Obama the Beast and Hillary Clinton a Ku Klux Klan member. Oprah Winfrey, he says, is the devil. Now, something that I found out that was kind of interesting is in the 1990s, this guy was charged, then acquitted with conspiracy to commit 2 murders. Yeah, y'all, 2 murders. He calls himself Michael the Black Man, and this fool loves him some 45. Now, the last time we saw him was at this Phoenix rally that Trump had. When I saw him there, y'all, I was like, what the hell? Who is this fool? He's standing back there smiling and slapping high fives with those white people that are, that was there. I was thinking, damn, he a fucking coon. Now, when they interviewed him, because of course they found him, the reporters, because the fool was the only black person there. And, they asked him about him being there. He said that he arrived at the arena at about 8 o'clock in the morning. And he was the 6th person in line for that Phoenix rally that Trump did. And he said that that's how he ended up behind him. Now, y'all, for some reason, I don't believe that. I believe he works for the Trump campaign in some kind of way. I believe they paying this fool. I don't know. Now, what I read is that him and some of his followers have stumped for the 45 at the inauguration and the Super Bowl. And they say back in July, he posted a video of himself at Mar-a-Lago. Now, I think, you see, that's why I think they're paying him. And it's crazy, y'all. They said that when he was there, he was wearing a black, I guess, tux coat over a white t-shirt that said Blacks for Trump. Man, if he ain't a coon. They also said that he posed with the local GOP chairman when he was there, and apparently took a photo with First Lady Melania Trump. Y'all, if he was just, a supporter, he would not have gotten that close to the president and the First Lady. His bitch ass is working for the Trump campaign. Y'all know he is. And they also said that he recorded a selfie video that showed his arm slung around the shoulder of Florida Governor Rick Scott. Oh my God. And then y'all, at those Trump rallies, have y'all ever noticed that there are white women holding that Blacks for Trump sign? Old white women, young white women. I don't know, like, who gave them those signs, because they tried to make the signs look like that they were handwritten, but because they're showing up at so many rallies that Trump has, I believe that those, well, I know that those are something that was created by Trump. Oh my God. Now, y'all, this fool, before he started calling himself Michael the Black Man, he was also known as Maurice Woodside and other aliases. And he, back in the day, around 1980, he joined this cult led by this guy by the name of Hulan Mitchell Jr. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The first name is Hulon. But he also went by Yahweh Ben Yahweh. Oh my God, a cult, y'all. Now, they said that this guy, Mike the Black Man, you know, the one that holds up those signs, followed Yahweh's fiery teachings for years, even after the leader allegedly denied his own dying mother, who had cancer. He denied her, medical treatment, and instead he gave her vegetables, nuts, and herbs, y'all, to cure cancer. Now, they said in the early 1990s, the New York Times reported that Woodside, that's Mike the Black Man, Yahweh Ben Yahweh, and 14 other members of this cult were arrested by federal agents. Show you he ain't about nothing. And charged with racketeering and conspiracy in 14 murders and a firebombing. Now, Ricardo Woodside, who is Maurice's brother. Now, remember, Maurice is the black guy that holds up those signs. Well, his brother, who had once been in the cult but left after their mother died, testified in court that his brother had helped beat a man by the name of Aston Green, who argued with Yahweh Ben Yahweh, and was taken to the Florida Everglades and beheaded with a dull machete. This man is just fucking psycho. His brother also testified that Maurice, which is the one that holds those Trump signs, was the cult member who stabbed a Louisiana man named Leonard Dupree in the eye with a sharpened stick. This bastard is crazy, y'all. Now, they say this Yahweh Ben Yahweh was sentenced to 11 years in prison. But this guy, Maurice Woodside, who denied the cult was violent or murderous, was acquitted along with 6 others. Now, they said in later years, this Woodside guy changed his name to Maurice Simonette. And then eventually he became this Michael the Black Man that we know that holds up those signs. And an anti-democrat, or as he calls himself, the Democrat. This motherfucker crazy, y'all. They say he preaches the Bible and hates homosexuality. He also started a private radio station, Boss 104.1 FM, to broadcast his radical beliefs and began causing a ruckus in public. At an Obama campaign speech in Coral Gables, Florida, y'all, they said in 2008, he and a group of other protesters loudly interrupted President Obama and was shouting, "Go home," and waving signs that declared Obama was endorsed by the KKK. Now, he's saying Obama was endorsed by the KKK. They also said at Obama's rally that this guy, Michael the Black Man, was holding up a sign that said, "Blacks against Obama." Oh my God. And they also go on to say this fool had a website called gods2.com, and that's GODS and the number 2.com, which states that Latin, black, and white must unite. And they said on that site, there are links that lead to other sites of his, one called honestfact.com, which claims that the real KKK slave masters are Cherokee Indians, hidden Babylonians. Oh my God, y'all. And they also says that when you're on this site, the proclamations on it get even more unhinged. Um, they say that there's an ISIS and Hillary race war plot to kill all black and white women of America. Oh my God. And it also says that Yahweh ben Yahweh taught these fools to vote Republican and that they're now vindicated, I guess, since Trump, won the White House. They also support Senator Jeff Sessions, who y'all know is also a known racist and did a whole bunch of racist shit in his past. They said the site also displays a photo of a Confederate flag with the caption, the Cherokee Democratic flag. So he's saying that the Cherokee Indians, I guess, are the bad ones. This Confederate flag is theirs and not the South's. Oh my God. In his interview, he said, well, he had an interview, and in that interview, this fool talked about that Cherokee Indians were the real slave masters and said Y'all, in that last story, I could barely get my words out talking about that buck dancing fool. But this next story is about another buck dancing fool, Stacey Dash. And the shit she said about Maxine Waters. Auntie Maxine. Stacey Dash called her a buffoon and said something to the effect of she is getting her 15 minutes of fame late in life. Now, Stacey Dash, you need to shut the hell up. We have not heard shit from you as far as acting. It sounds like to me that you stick your nose in to get your 15 minutes of fame. The only claim you have here lately is being fired from Fox News. You took your simple ass over there. They hired you as, I guess, a correspondent. And you sat there and you put down the black community. You know, you talked about BET, Black History Month, and now you want to talk about Auntie Maxine. Now, this lady's out here doing her job. She's holding Trump's feet to the fire because she feels that his whole presidency is a sham. And I'm happy that she speaks up and speaks out. I don't care if she's 99. She makes me proud to be a black woman because she says what she feels, what she believes, and she doesn't back down. Just like she said, when they come for her, she goes for them. And at least one thing I can say about Auntie Maxine, at least she has a job, Stacey Dash. Like I said earlier, we haven't heard from you in quite a while when it comes to working in Hollywood. You haven't had any roles that I'm aware of, so you need to have several seats. Not only did this woman show up and give a powerful speech, I think she looks really cute. I loved that red dress that she had on. Miss Maxine was wearing that dress. So, leave her alone. She's out here doing good for the country, not only black people, but the country. And I applaud her for that. And people like you who feel the need to always try to put down your own race, something is wrong with that. When you feel the need to speak out against people that look just like you in a negative way, and you jump on the Coon train to do that, you know, you have sold your soul to the devil. And for that, Stacey Dash, you need your ass whooped. It just didn't make sense for you to even stick your nose into that. The whole point of her speech is she was being awarded. Millennials have wrapped their arms around her and they've fallen in love with this woman. And that's why she was there giving that speech, because millennials were impressed by her fire, and they wanted to recognize her, and that should make her feel really good and really proud that she's reaching this younger generation. Something that she's saying, something that she's doing is resonating with them, and that's a good thing. So I applaud Miss Maxine Waters. And with that, y'all, this is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day now. Bye-bye.